great morning, family. This is your community / folk herbalist, FBA herbalist, Tanya Brooks. I am coming to you live. It's dreary here, kind of rainy, but it's not cold, so that's great. So this morning, I'm going to talk about physician, you being the physician, and healing your mind, body, and soul with herbs. And also, this and all of my lives I post on my YouTube channel. So when I post these on my Facebook story, you're only going to get like maybe 15 seconds. So I definitely recommend that you go on my YouTube channel, which is Homegrown Wellness 72 Community. Finish watching this video because this is going to be a great one, along with the others, but this is definitely going to be a great one. Hit the like button and subscribe. We are at 56 subscribers, and that is great. I'll talk about that a little bit later after I talk about physician, heal your mind, body, and soul with herbs. And you're going to see how that's all connected. So the mind is connected to the body. So if the mind has been broken, then the body can't be healed. If the body has been broken, then the soul can't heal. And it is a domino effect, and it is in that order. So how does the mind get broken? Or how does it become not healed? Because when we are born, when we're an infant and we are born, all of these things are 100% intact. When we are an infant and we come out of our mother's womb, all of those things are intact and they don't need to be healed. The mind, the body, or the soul. But it is the mind that is broken through our 5 senses. And that happens when we are a child. And that usually will happen at the age of 7 years of age, maybe a little bit younger. But how does the mind become broken through the senses? A child is spoken to by the adult in their life to destroy their mind. They're told negative things about themselves. They're ugly, they're fat, they're dumb, they're stupid. You're just like your mother, you're just like your father. That breaks the mind. A child may be physically abused. Okay? That breaks the mind. A child may see things that breaks the mind. A child can smell things that will break the mind. Prime example, a parent that may be abusive may wear a certain fragrance, and the child may remember that scent of that parent, and this child is now an adult, but they may remember that scent or that fragrance that that abusive adult, rather be the mother or the father in their lives, wore. So when they smell that, when they enter the room, that they know that the adult in their life has been, that scent triggers and is connected to the mind and what will or what has occurred, breaking or destroying, not destroying, but breaking, right? Because nothing, things are broken, but they can be restored, right? They're not destroyed. So we're talking about the senses. right? My son's bus is actually very early. They just pulled in. He's extremely early. But anyhow, let me get back to what I'm talking about. So that's a way in how the mind has been broken. The body can be broken by abuse, where the adult or the adult in their lives have not properly given them the proper, bye, I love you, have not given them the proper nutrition, or they may physically abuse them and abuse the body. Now this part right here, this is about to get real deep, y'all. Hopefully y'all stay with me. So you're saying to yourself, how, but okay, fine. The mind broken, the body broken, but how is the soul broken? I'm going to tell you. Because we are born with our mind. We are born with our bodies. These things are ours. And we are born with souls. So this is about to ruffle some feathers of people that practice specific religions, ideologies, things of that nature. And that's fine, because, you know, that's who I am, right? I go against the grain, and that's fine. But we are all born with a soul. We're not born with spirits. Stay with me, because this is how the soul gets broken. I'm going to give you a prime example. You are born with a soul. And in certain religions, when the child turns 1 or under 1, maybe 6 months, they will take that child to their place of worship, and they will, I know in Christianity, they will baptize that child in a certain spirit. So this is now how the soul has been broken. I know this is pretty deep, and this is really messing with some people, and that's okay. That's all right. I'm here to help as your FBA, community folk herbalist, to help you heal. So that's how the soul is broken, because this child who has no control over what the adult or the adults are doing in their lives have now taken this child to a function and broken their soul by now baptizing them or some type of a ceremony, and they're now covering them under a specific spirit that has no connection to that child. Even in like the Native American culture, they talk a lot about taking on different spirits, not the soul. It's interesting because at one point in my life, I became a Christian, right? Because in my household in which I grew up, we were taught to love the Lord, right? But my parents did not baptize my brother or I. I remember my mother saying, well, I didn't have a choice in that matter, but I'm going to give my children a choice as they get older to, if they want to practice a certain religion, faith, belief, they can do that. But my mother got that thing. That Gullah Geechee woman got that thing, and she understood that my child came into the earth with her soul, or his soul, my brother, intact, and I'm not going to compromise that by covering them now in a spirit, an entity that has absolutely nothing to do with them. So that is one of the ways in which the soul is broken. And I remember when I was a Christian, when I became a Christian, there was this particular gospel song that that I heard, and they really just kept saying, I don't remember the choir, I think it was the Mississippi Mass Choir, but they just kept saying, my soul says yes, my soul says yes, but also the soul becomes broken because of the adults that are in that child's life, again, that may be abusing them physically, mentally, spiritually, not spiritually, mentally, physically, soulfully, because there's different forms of abuse. So now we have this adult that has to be healed, their mind, their body, and their soul, because of things that have transpired in them as a child, right? Mental illness sets in the mind. So that's one form of the broken mind. Mental illness, schizophrenia, paranoia, bipolar. These are all things that take place or develop or become broken in your childhood life. These things don't happen and take place when you're an adult. It happens when you're a child. The mind, and I've just given you examples of how the mind becomes broken. But now you have this adult with this broken mind. The body becomes broken as an adult. You start using drugs and alcohol as a form to cope. Food. You now have developed all these different ailments, conditions, and diseases. You may have been abused physically as a child, and the adult that abused you physically, has left you with some type of sexually transmitted disease, an STD. So, you're now bringing this into your adult life. So physically the body is broken like that. And then I've explained to you how the soul as a child, and now you have a broken soul, and you taking on these other spirits that have absolutely nothing to do with you. And your soul has been broken by these different spirits. So you're operating as an adult out of all of these different spirits. The spirit of rejection, the spirit of anger. So everyone that you come in contact with now is dealing with that spirit or those spirits. But physician, you can heal yourself first by understanding that you can speak, meditate on a daily basis to your mind, surrounding yourself. See, because remember I talked about how the mind becomes broken, things that have been spoken to you. So now you start speaking the healing affirmations and the healing words and the senses, right? Surrounding yourself with healing your environment, your home, right? Things of that nature. You can heal the body by all means with, of course, the herbs, right? Eating the things that you should be eating and not consuming the things that you shouldn't be consuming, right? And then regaining your soul and releasing and getting rid of the spirits that have tried to destroy your soul. So one of the things I do know, as that for every ailment, condition, or disease, that's 3. So for the mind, the body, and soul, a herb has been given to heal. I'm going to give you a prime example of 3. For the mind, there's an herb that's called California poppy. It destroys schizophrenia, bipolarism, being bipolar, right? For the body, there's so many herbs for the body. I'm just going to throw this one out. Black elderberry, right? Just for the healing of the immune system. Oregano, also healing the body. And for that soul, there's a compilation of detoxing, right? Because now we're talking about getting rid of and pulling out those spirits. There are a compilation of herbs that can be put together for you to take a bath and to detox and get rid of those spirits, because they are real and they do come to try and overtake you. And those herbs will restore your soul and expel those spirits. So I am not one that will ever agree to, you know, oh, are you operating in spirit? Well, no, I don't want to operate in the spirit. You know, I was born with a soul, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do to keep my soul intact. And the same thing for my children. The same thing for my children. My husband and I have not and would not baptize our children, because that would have been putting a certain specific spirit on them and disrupting their soul, right? So listen, that is how you, the physician, can heal your mind, your body, and your soul. Herbs have been given to heal the nations. I am Tanya Brooks, your FBA community folk herbalist. Make sure that you go on and finish watching this on my YouTube channel, which is Homegrown Wellness 72 Community. Hit that like and subscribe button. We are going live on this Sunday, March 19th. I'm sorry, March 19th. March the 29th, right? At 9 p.m. live on my YouTube channel. Order yourself some sea moss gel this week from me. homegrownfba.company.site is my website. And you can check me out on Sea Moss Boss, the Sea Moss Boss, on my Facebook channel. On Instagram, it's FBA Herbalist. I've given you my YouTube channel. Listen, family, be great to yourself, because you are great. Be great to your family. Be great to your community. And without love, and that really is self-love, we have absolutely nothing. Remember, clarity is key, but without consistency, we have no balance. Take care. Be well. Bye.